We're a customer movement data platform that's helping transport organisations to reveal more about customer journeys, such as movement in and around stations, trains and buses. And we're doing this by integrating with existing mobile apps and colliding location data with other data to improve customer journeys. We hope to gain a better understanding of how we can target our technology towards a problem that London Midland need to solve. We'll do this by collaborating with the industry professionals within London Midland and gaining access to large data sets.
We specialise in travel for people with disabilities, and our company is trying to break down the barriers to travel that people with disabilities face. First of all, we organise great holidays and tours to take people away and really to focus on taking away that hassle, stress and worry they face. And second of all, we work with service providers such as train providers and hotels to really make sure they're providing the highest level of customer service and to meet the needs of those customers. So there are other competitors out there that first of all provide holidays to people with disabilities and they do a good service, but what we find is that they're very disability focused and it projects quite a negative image. We're Limitless Travel, we focus on a very positive and aspirational brand, and it's more about focusing on the fantastic holiday for taking on the focused destination, which happens to be accessible as well. So at the end of the programme, we're really hoping to have a very clear value proposition for the travel industry and for the transport industry so that we can raise investment to help implement a programme across all transport providers that really improve the service for people with disabilities.
I'm Jay. I developed a transfer report system. Transfer report is more than just an app. It is a customer experience system. We deploy beacons on London Midland trains. The beacon networks provide backbones for a whole range of future applications. Currently, we are focusing on defect repair and delay repay. We are starting doing trial with London Midland on the 3-to-3 fleet, which runs on the Cross City line. 26 trains, 78 carriages has been fitted with our beacons. Just this week, we already see more than 20 defect reports generated by London Midland staff through the internal trial. And with the support of London Midland, we are looking to deploy the beacon system on all the London Midland fleets within the next 3 weeks. For us, the most important thing for being at the London Midland app is that we are not only surrounded by experts from different industries, we are also surrounded by other technology startups, so the idea could really bounce off. And also, we get access to London Midland's data, infrastructure, as well as personnel, which is very important to us.
We're looking at the use of face recognition in the commercial world. So transport is one of those sectors, and we're working very closely with London Midland on understanding a lot more about their passenger traffic, who they are, where they go and so on. And we use face recognition technology to do that. So the application for London Midland would be to actually use CCTV type cameras, and in the first instance we just literally count faces and be able to give the footfall count. The second level is to say, well, actually what age and gender is that face, so we can start to give some demographic information about who's travelling on the railways and how often do they travel, where do they go on the platforms and so on. So giving a lot more information about their travelling public. As a result of being involved in the Labs initiative, we're looking to sort of hopefully gain some level of interest with London Midland to actually take us forward and maybe do a trial in one of the stations, which would be great. Good, sounding positive so far.
Our automated compensation platform helps train operating companies improve the customer compensation experience by reducing friction in claim submission and processing and increase customer satisfaction and cost efficiencies. I hope to gain from the London Midland Labs Accelerator insight and access to London Midland staff to understand the nuances of the industry, data, and equally customer feedback on how they interact with the industry. I've built and designed Rail Repay from a customer's experience. Now I need to know how the rail industry receives that information and how best I can refine my offering to them, but also to the consumer.
We've created a new technology tool that allows users to convert sounds that happen around them into visual and sensory alerts. The application allows people who are deaf, hard of hearing, deafblind, and also people who are wearing headphones while travelling to be able to feel safer and secure in knowing that they're going to get alerts to what's happening around them in terms of alerts, alterations, changes, but also sounds that can happen on the train and in the station. So the technology works by converting any sound into a digital fingerprint. So what we've created is a unique digital fingerprint for each and every sound. And then once that's recognised by the smartphone's device, the microphone of the smartphone, then allow you to be alerted to that specific sound or alteration. The way the tool works is by always continuously listening to the sounds that are produced by the trains, and then alerting when there is some kind of abnormality within these sounds and alerting what that abnormality is. By the end of the programme, we hope to be able to have a value proposition that's strong enough to be able to present to the rail industry to show that this technology can work very well in this specific sector.
I'm one of the co-founders of Compass. It's a city exploration application that helps you to explore your local city. We are focusing on the locals, trying to help them save time, reduce the stress in finding out where to go. There's a self-learning element to it, so the more that you interact with the application, the better the suggestions become. So we suggest all sorts, from street art to underground jazz bars, somewhere to watch the sunset. And we are currently in London, Munich and Berlin, and we're soon to be launching into Birmingham. For us, we're different from our competitors on a personalisation side of things. You waste a lot of time scrolling through the information that's out there on the internet, whether that's through blogs or through recommendation engines, or even the traditional forms of guidebooks. You can waste a lot of time searching through that. So we want to cut out all the wasted time and the stress, pretty much hand pick it for you using our algorithms based on our understanding of you. So how we can help London Midland? We're serving the leisure passenger, which is often underserved, and we're trying to enhance the experience for them on the London Midland trains. Whilst they've got time, they're sitting there on their journey, they can plan where they're going to go to next when they arrive. Even for business commuters, they can select on the app, I've got 4 hours to spare between meetings, so where do I want to go? Grab a quick bite to eat with their colleague. It's all possible in the app. For me, the most valuable thing out of the London Midland Labs has been the help regarding data. So to be compliant with the change of laws next year, the GDPR, but also the data sources that are available to us, either through London Midland and their partners, or also the open source data that's out there, which we just didn't know existed.
Our machine learning messaging application Sphere helps commuters to receive instantaneous travel assistance by removing time and inconvenience on current travel apps through our continually self-learning service. Bots are becoming hugely important for everyday communications and alleviates the struggle on industry to be able to answer every query. The number of bots which are focused on major sectors and are completely reshaping the landscape of communication is massive, and we want to do that for the transportation space. What I really want to get from the London Midland Labs Accelerator is the expertise from technology, business, and obviously the transportation sector, and being able to utilise that expertise in order to accelerate our business and get to market quicker than any other competitor.
Hello, I'm Joe Revel, founder of Popwork, calling in from Tokyo in Japan, where we're out here talking with some prospective clients. So what is Popwork? Well, we are an app-driven network of architecturally designed pop-up pods offering on-demand and truly flexible workspace, meeting space and touchdown space. Our app allows our customers to find pods, book pods and open pods in the most convenient and accessible way possible. Working with London Midland's trains, we are identifying their disused space and popping up our pods into these locations, helping to commercialise space that previously wasn't generating any revenue, but additionally offering an enhanced service for the end user Working with London Midlands and LM Labs, we hope to have access to the expertise within the business to help us develop a commercialisation strategy for the rail industry for Popwork. Additionally, we would like to have access to some of the key stations to help test our proposal, and of course working with 383 to help further identify, hone and validate our proposition is an opportunity that is really fantastic.
I'm the CEO of Warwick Analytics. Warwick Analytics is a spin-out from Warwick University. We've come up with some algorithms for automating predictive analytics, even with heterogeneous data. One of the main challenges with analysing big data is it tends to be in a very mixed form. You've got text notes from engineers, you've got Internet of Things type data coming off machinery. Putting all this together is usually a big job for an army of data scientists. Our technology helps to automate and semi-automate that so that we can get insights very quickly for engineers to do their job. If you're able to predictively assess when things are going to go wrong, you're more likely to fix things at the right time, at the right cost, and prevent downtime. Our tools enable that predictive element to happen more effectively. We hope to get out of the labs access to senior stakeholders, access to domain holders who really understand what's going on at the coalface, and be able to pull that together and co-create something amazing for the transportation industry.